It's just been hectic, and schedules haven't permitted for such a low yield teardown, I guess, if you will. This here is a Dell CRT monitor, 19-inch. You know, nothing special, nothing fancy, but I've got the cover off and I've done some of the tear down already. But this here was held on by about 8 screws. Some of them are hard to find, so you got to look for them, but it's aluminum. So you can just peel what ferrous is stuck to it off and fold it up and stick it in your aluminum bin. I get sheet aluminum price for it. Now, I had mentioned in my last video about the wire, I still don't know the technical term for it, but it'll knock your bolts loose. This wire here that goes into it, and I've done discharged it and put it back together so that I could do this video. But the way you discharge them, well, you pull that off, those prongs in there, take a flat tip screwdriver, stick in between them, and make sure they make contact. Now, whatever you do, do not just use a piece of flat steel. If it's got charge left in it, and I'll show you the component on the board here in a minute. If it's got charge left in it, that thing will knock the dickens out of you. But there that is. And that, normally, if they've not been plugged up for a week or so, you're good to go, but not always. The board has the chips, the little button switches. Here is the component that will knock you silly. So whatever you do, make sure you discharge them. And then you've got aluminum, transformers, more aluminum. There's all kinds of goodies on these boards. I'm not going to completely tear this board down because it's quite boring and cumbersome, so I always stick them in a bin and wait until I have a lot more of them to make it worth my while. So this will go into the tear down later pile. Of course, everybody knows how to get the yoke off. Now, the degaussing cable on this one is hidden under this. Well, actually, no, I lied. I'm sorry. It's right here. Blind as a bat. But the way to check it, get my glove out of the way of the lens. The way to check it is cut it. I know what these guys always complain about, doing this one-handed. Just cut it. Look in there. Focus. If it's copper all the way through, then it's copper. If not, it's aluminum. This one here is quite stiff. Tell me, what do you think? They're quite easy to strip. I don't have this one out all the way because I prematurely started my video, but they're quite easy to strip. Standard box knife. Or unwrap the electrical tape that's around them. I don't like doing that because a box knife's quicker. And then of course everybody knows how to get the yoke off and clean those. Some of those little boards here have spools